The lab diagnosis still now, FDA, CDC, both the things and WHO authorizes only usage of this RT-PCR, that is reverse transcriptase PCR, and NAAT means nucleic acid amplification test. And whenever there is an outbreak, they form a protocol to say whether one person is infected or not. So they have categorized into, whenever there is no known COVID virus isolation, we concentrate on two parts. You see this, okay? So this is the domain of SARS coronavirus, and this is MERS coronavirus. This is a nucleotide sequence. Never get panic whenever you see such a colorful diagram. My dear students, you concentrate on important. I told you about the proteins. These are all the proteins which they are concentrating. So whenever there is no coronavirus circulation, they concentrate on minimum of two regions. Either these two regions, it depends. You keep it in memory like that. But whenever there is coronavirus in circulation, just like now, they will concentrate on only one area, and if it is positive, then they will declare it as positive result. Then there are a lot of things which are coming into the diagnostic pitfall. For example, if you take this diagram, don't go study slowly. I will go with you slowly. Okay, once a person gets infected here, immediately his immunoglobulin, that is antibody, will not be formed. He will be, you know what is meant by incubation period. You know what is meant by incubation period. Incubation period is a period in which the virus gains the entry and there is the onset of symptom. So in between this, if you take lot of people are getting the infection is, they are in the window period and they spread the infection. Window period is the period where you will not know whether the individual has got the infection or not. So during the asymptomatic stage, for example, if a traveler, 100 travelers are coming to Saudi Arabia, if out of the 100 travelers, 20 travelers are there in the window period, the government or the airport authority will not know whether they have got COVID-19 or not. That's why our country has banned the travelers coming from around the world and they have closed the airport. This is the reason. Okay, whenever there is onset of symptoms, that is fever, sore throat, runny nose, cough, like that, slowly this immunoglobulin, you see this diagram, this immunoglobulin starts to rise and the RNA gets picked up. So there are two types of immunoglobulin, you know, IgM and IgG. This is the RNA of the virus. Okay, so RNA is the most important predictor for an infection. Even though if they are in the window period, you can detect them. So this is called as asymptomatic stage or in the window period. That's why we prefer PCR to say whether an individual is infected in the window period or not. So now, if you see this table, there are three tests: PCR test, that is polymerase chain reaction, IgM and IgG. Okay, so now which one you will prefer to select? So PCR. So PCR is a little bit costly test. So that's why people under the underdeveloped nation are resorting to this immunoglobulin test, that is rapid test. But till now, FDA says no to this test because most of the people will spread the infection only during the asymptomatic stage of the window period. Okay, so when the IgM comes, it means the individual is symptomatic and recent infection has occurred. IgG, why it is important is there are a lot of studies which are coming. When you give IgG from a convalescent person means patient who are getting well from the disease, okay, then there is more chance for the recovery. You can give this immunoglobulin to the people who are suffering, critically ill patient. They will be able to come up out of the infection. This is called as convalescent plasma study. Okay, right. If you have any doubts, please contact us at any point of time and we will refer and tell you what is the correct answer. So last but not the least, may Allah save us from all types of misguidance. And why we are staying in home is because of this. Because of this window period and the asymptomatic stage, we won't know which person is infective or not. So we are staying at home and We don't know when this pandemic will end. We pray to the Almighty that this pandemic and this havoc to the human being should end. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bersana, for this very nice introduction about our pandemic coronavirus. And I hope, inshallah, we will get rid of these things, inshallah, soon. I want you, Dr. Bersana, just to stay with us till the end. There is, I think, there is a lot of questions that we will ask, inshallah, about this presentation. And actually, the new coronavirus now is spreading all over the world. Dr. Dinesh Demri, who's Associate Professor of Community Medicine, will explain to us what is happening locally and globally. So I would like to welcome just Dr. Dinesh to explain to us the things.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Topic allotted to me.
Thank you,
is
Dr.
epidemiology. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. The topic allotted to me is epidemiology of COVID-19. Let's start with the event highlights of COVID-19. It all began on 31st December 2019 when cases of pneumonia of unknown etiology were detected in Wuhan city, which is situated in the Hubei province of China. Till 3rd January 2020, 44 cases with pneumonia of unknown etiology were reported by the national authorities in China. Causal agent was still unidentified. On 11th and 12th of January 2020, further information from the National Health Commission China reported that the outbreak is associated with exposures in one seafood market in Wuhan city. Wuhan city is on the eastern China. I will just show you the map, then you will be able to understand much better. This is a map showing China, and I have highlighted Wuhan, which is in the Hubei province of China, which is situated on the eastern China near Shanghai. On 7th of January, the Chinese authorities identify a new type of coronavirus. On 12th of January,